Have you been thinking about selling your home yourself? Well, when making a big decision like that, it's always helpful to look at the people who came before you. And Nardot Realtor put out this article sharing the hiccups and concerns that other people ran into when trying to sell their own home. So first, let's understand why people, maybe like yourself, decide they think they should sell their home themselves. These reasons often include they think that real estate professionals are overpaid and that they have enough understanding and knowledge to do it themselves. But if we're going to go through and discuss the reasons people decide that they want to try to sell a home themselves, we also need to go over the reasons why people regret making that decision. Looking at this survey from Clever Real Estate, we see that people who try to sell a home themselves are twice as likely to say they weren't satisfied with the selling experience. They even admit that they probably made less than they would have if they had used an agent, and they experienced more stress. Let's look at some of the struggles solo sellers faced in the process of trying to sell their home. Number one, they found that buyers had a lack of trust because they didn't have an agent representing them. And even though a big reason many solo sellers choose to go down that route is because they feel that they are prepared to, they admit after the fact that they struggled to understand their contract and they made legal mistakes because they didn't have an agent to help guide them. But unfortunately, it doesn't stop there. Let's take a look at some of the regrets of our solo sellers after the fact. Individuals who try to sell a home themselves are 3 times more likely to say that they lost money on their home sale. And part of this comes back to the knowledge thing. A service we agents provide is looking at the market, running comparables, and really diving in and showing you what will sell in your market. Getting into specific numbers, people who sold for sale by owner had a median sales price of $310,000, while people who listed with an agent had a median sales price of $405,000. Selling speed was also an issue to look back on for many home sellers. Our solo sellers are twice as likely to say they didn't accept an offer for at least 3 months, while 53% of sellers who were represented say they accepted an offer within 1 month of putting their home on the market. What's ironic is this is a contributor, a reason people decide to try to sell it themselves is they think that they can sell their home faster than if they have a middleman. But as we can see that most of the time the statistics just don't agree with that. And lastly, we have to talk about stress. So selling a home is one of the most stressful experiences across the board. But when you're doing it alone, we have 52% of people that admitted to feeling overwhelmed, and half of home sellers who did not use an agent admit to crying at some point during the process. Going back to this slide, only 7% of homeowners sold as a for sale by owner. This means that 93% of listings were with an agent. Now, like with any job, there are some agents that are after a paycheck, but maybe, just maybe, there are some agents that are trying to look out for you, trying to get you the most money possible, trying to save you stress, and trying to get your home sold when you need it sold. And I would love to do that for you. I'm Alyssa Estes, your Georgia Realtor, and I will see you in the next one.